How's it going, people of the internet? My name is Niles, and welcome to my first video on YouTube. So basically, this video is going to go over like what I'm going to be doing on the channel and on YouTube as a whole, and then a little something special at the end that is probably going to be like one of the things I'm going to do on the channel live. So, a little about me. Like I said, my name is Niles McNair. I'm currently senior in high school and a sophomore in college. And my dream is to make it on YouTube, or any form of social media, YouTube especially, but just social media in general. I want people to see what I do, and it brings something to their day. One of my greatest inspirations of people like that, his name's Corey X Kenshin, or Corey Kenshin. Not, you don't say the X, Corey Kenshin. But I found him like 2 years ago or so, and dude changed my life. He practically helped me to start striving to actually start going for my dream, along with a couple of other friends from school who started doing it on their own. And I've been wanting to dream. I've been wanting this to happen. They just now got of it, and it's taken me this long, so might as well start somewhere. And oh yeah, the channel. I'm gonna do anything. Like, whoever you, the viewer, wants to see, I'll probably do it. But if this is not y'all aren't there yet, I get to pick. So we get to do what I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna talk about my opinions a lot on certain subjects. I'm gonna do like reaction videos. I'm gonna do hopefully gaming videos at some point, vlogs and stuff, and just talk about my life. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just gonna anything I can put on a camera and upload. It's probably gonna be on the channel at some point. I don't want to limit this. To like a certain niche in YouTube. It's going to be split up in everywhere, because this is what I want to do for my life. I want to do this as a living. I'm not just trying to say that to get y'all like, subscribe, share the video, but y'all can do that still. By the way, like, cool, yeah, cool, all right, just come on, okay, but this is like really what I want to do for a career. And like I said, it has to start somewhere. So today, September 25th, 2018, when I'm recording this, probably not when it's going to be uploaded, but you know, about time I start making my dream a reality. That's about all me doing on the channel. So now all that's left is, I guess, you know, first content I ever made. And I'm going to be reading a poem that I wrote in English class last year, junior year. Just some personal endeavors got brought up that made me go back and look at this. And I thought, hey, might as well get it out there. So, yeah. The title is called, the poem is called We Are All Human. I wrote this about, you'll see. I'm going to start by saying this. People are based by their appearances. Come on now, don't be delirious. You don't think it's true? I think it is. When I was younger, I would ask myself, is there something wrong with me? Then I would think what my peers' answers would be. And yes, I did include the bullies. Both of them, wait, no, there was three. Most of them simply laughed and agreed. But as I grew older, it came to be that Niles wasn't wrong, but society was the one that's wrong. So basically, 2017 is a censored version of 1863. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. But there will always be specks of separation. There is no escape from segregation unless you make a change in this great nation. They like to think that a black man will run from his family. That instead of work, he'd rather steal to get wealthy. That he'd rather sell dope than be the manly father figure his children need him to be so badly. But have you thought about it from his perspective? Maybe he left to keep his family protected. He can only sell drugs because after all 12 of his job applications, nobody's called him back because they were afraid of his racist reputation. Have you ever been asked, do you have a dad? Is that supposed to make me feel good or bad? Come on. And that the fact that I've gotten that before, it's pretty sad. But that's the problem. Ignorance. They don't know better, so they add their unwanted 2 cents. They want to mock us, so they start talking like 50 Cent. They want to be cool, so they use our slang, which is disrespect. Does anyone know what the N-word truly means? It's not just for black people, but it's used to describe any inferior being, of members of any colored race. So when we use it as slang, imagine it as a scar from an everlasting, enduring, and ongoing pain. You know, I've always been afraid to drive. Ask me after this if you want in the comment section, because I gotta add that in, because this is okay. Ask me after this if you want, I'll tell you why. But for right now, I'll keep it short. Hands behind your back. We'll see you in court. I hate that some people still have to live in the past. But I hate it even more that my own mother has been asked, is there another nurse who could take your place? By a hospice patient who didn't see her kindness, just her race. Imagine just walking in a hoodie on the street. Instead of greet you, people run and flee. Then someone is scared enough to call the police. Now you lay bloody and dead at their feet. People think that racism has just become an issue. So, trying to make it sting less, they give us a box of pity tissue. If you really want to make a difference in this ongoing battle, you'd stand up instead of crying for us like a baby with no rattle. Alright? I think I've just said about everything I needed to. I hope you take this to heart. I hope I got it through to you. In the end, there's one thing that I can say true. I'm proud of being black. That's not changing any day. We are all human. That's the end of my poem. You got an A on it. Just thought I'd put that out there. But basically, what the poem is saying is that, sure, people will discriminate, and they'll hate, they'll see you as different, don't want you to be around, they're scared of you. And sure, like, that's been my life. Ever since, I've always been the black kid. I've never just been another one of the kids. I'm not tired of being black. I just want to be a person. I can't be a person though, because I'm a black person. It always has that hard adjective in front of it. It's not disrespectful or anything, it's just gets noticeable after a while and it gets a little old that you can't just be a person. You always have to be a black person. And then back when I was in elementary school and to this current day, not much has really changed. People see you and address you by the color of your skin before anything else. It'll go from a handshake to just the look in their eyes. And it's noticeable. You see it. It's there. You get used to it after a while, but not entirely. And then how things are going nowadays. I don't want this to turn into politics, by the way. I'm not a news reporter, but this is just what's going on. How bad things are getting for everybody. People have to watch what they do, watch what they look like. Or else they could, end up being on the wrong side of that gun. Or worse, sent to jail for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, looking the wrong way. And then that whole thing about, do I have a dad? That happened. That happens. And that's a problem. But I'm not going to hold it against the people that did it because they didn't know me as an individual. They know the reputation and how some black families work. But I have a dad, and I know plenty of people that aren't my color that their dads are separated from them or left them, and mothers too. But you can't just make an opinion or a thought on somebody just because what they look like. That's not right. That's human nature, and that's just naturally what we do. We see something, we think something of it. But morally, you just gotta you gotta learn to accept somebody as a person before that adjective in front of the person. I want to be a person. I am a black person. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed my first video, and I'll be sure to make more content when I can. I'm still going through school right now, so if I don't have like a set in stone schedule, that's why. But I did the hard part. I made the first one, so I'm gonna see about this. I'm gonna keep it going a lot more. This is my dream. I gotta make this happen. It's not just gonna fall in my lap. I gotta do it. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Drop any comments on anything you want me to do for a new video. Like the video, share with your friends. And then if this appealed to you in any way, subscribe. I'm not just gonna beg for that subscription or those likes or anything like that. If you like what you just experienced with me, go for it. I'm not going to force you to. If you don't, fine. If you watch this far in the video, you're a trooper, and I appreciate that. Thank you. But, yeah. I'll be seeing y'all around. Have a good one.